Shoot, hello.
Hi.
After, I feel like I always talk about issues we have with technology. There were many today. I haven't turned on my PC in probably
3 months? 4 months?
I don't know, the last show we did. So whenever that was, our pizza show. But
Pizza show?
that was the last time we did it.
Wow,
It was nice out. We were outside, but here we are again.
Hey.
What's up, everyone? Fresh, Leia, Odd Tweaker. Here we are.
Aw, I'm so excited to see you all. Thank you for coming in.
And if you haven't noticed, this is episode 20. 2-0. All for chicken. What's up, y'all? We are back.
This is so great, guys. Kayla and I actually put in a lot of thought into this whole process and thinking about how we can make it a little bit more exciting and, well, fun and approachable. And
we needed to, though, because I forgot how to do everything.
So pardon us if we hit some roadblocks today, but at the same point, thanks for coming and supporting us today. This is going to be fun.
So today, first off, drinks. We're starting off with one of our favorites, one that we don't really make that often, only because we can never find this.
And so this is a gem. we actually stocked up a little bit. We found this place called The Alchemist in...
Lucas said hi.
Hi,
Hi, Lucas. Jeff, what's up?
We found, well, what was it? Alchemist in
Geneva,
Illinois. So we bought it from like a bar, and then my dad ended up finding one. He sent a photo to Kale and I and snatched it for us, and then the next day to find out they were all gone. So really cool thing about Chartreuse. Oh, hold on, let me not jump too far ahead because we gotta talk.
Yeah, so we gotta talk about what else we're doing.
See, roadblock.
We are also going to do a crab salad with an avocado relish with a little Parmesan Crisp, and they kind of layer each other with some sun-dried tomato oil. It's very simple. It's kind of like it's a cold dish.
It's like you think about like the layers of like a Neapolitan with the colors, right?
Yeah.
The green, the pink, the red. So kind of a riff of a Italian ceviche, needless to say. So I think that's what's kind of fun.
Jazz's mic sounds low or distant.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Well.
How about right now?
Try again.
No? Talk. Chartreuse.
Well, while Jazz does that, I'm going to just go look at her microphone sitch. Oh, sorry, Barley.
Oh, no. What if I just talk into it like this? Maybe?
We're just going to do that.
What was that?
I just turned it up.
Okay, cool.
Barley, get out of here. Okay, Barley snuck into the kitchen already. I walk away for a second,
Go,
and
bud.
Barley sneaks into the kitchen.
Come on, bud. You gotta do this. Do. You know the drill. Sorry, poopies. Okay. Oh yeah, so crab salad that is. And then we're gonna be doing a really cool pomegranate Demi with a nice
Pork chop. So we went
this is a
to
beauty.
the local butcher shop today and grabbed this guy. And I'll throw it out here.
Thanks, Jeff.
Here we go. Pork chop, bone in. And this is harder than we thought to find.
But thanks to Ray's Butcher Shop, Perry cut it for us nice and tight and fat and thick. So.
And it was nice bone in, and I Frenched the bone. And Frenching the bone, if you're not familiar, means you cut off kind of the fat, some of the meat around the bone, just to get that kind of clean look to your meat.
But when you do that, essentially what you get from it is this little piece right here, and that's going to be Barley's.
And that's going to be Barley's piece. And he's going to love it.
He's going to be very happy.
So we had it in the fridge. I had it, I salted it. You can't really tell, but you can see how it's kind of sweating out now. See if you can tell better with this camera. But you can see it kind of get a little shiny.
Oh,
That's because I
what?
salted it, and it's drawing out some of the moisture from the top, but also it's going to help give us a nice like crust on top of the pork chop.
So we're going to do a nice sear. Bueno.
Okay, so I'm going to put that back in the fridge.
Okay. So while Kale's doing that, we're going to start off with cocktails.
We need that first.
We really do. So I'm just going to kind of give you guys a little bit of a story behind Chartreuse. Of course, it is very limited. A lot of things are very limited, especially coming out from Europe, let alone France, right? So the really cool thing about Chartreuse, you have green Chartreuse, yellow Chartreuse, and then you also have a step up from that. So that'll be the VEP, which is kind of more of a delicate process of preparation, aging, and so forth.
Was that the little one that we had?
Yes.
The little tiny one? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
so there's very limited amounts of bottles that are actually produced, but it's all made by monks, which is really, really cool.
And we don't know what's in it, but it's fermentation of a bunch of herbs and
yes, so we're
flowers, and it's very, very floral.
I started drinking some of this earlier, but I'm also going to give Kale a little sample, and we're going to do a little taste test.
And it's green.
Super pretty. So, on your nose, what do you smell?
Herbs.
Pine, kind of like
Pine.
peppery.
But also it kind of smells citrus too.
So, try it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
definitely bitter a little bit. It's got a licorice
Oh yeah, good point.
flavor.
And that's
But
what-
not as licoricey as you would think like from an absinthe. So
Oh, yeah.
absinthe is all licorice, all bitter.
It's like a slap
This
in the
actually
face.
has some sweetness to it.
So what's
Sweetness and floraliness. Floraliness?
floralness, perhaps. That's why it goes really cool with gin. And something that's fun, like a London style gin that's dry, And as you all know, I love gin. I'm a gin girl. But they're match made in heaven. And then you have...
How does the green differ from the yellow?
Yellow's a higher quality.
Is it? I thought it was just sweeter.
Mm-mm. It is. It's more floral, though, from last time I had it, but I haven't had it.
I thought it was just a different... I don't know
like 2019.
Okay.
No, it's definitely a different recipe. And like the monks keep everything quiet, so you can't actually see what's
But also, they weren't producing it for a while, right? That's why...
It stopped in 2020.
During COVID.
Yeah.
They stopped producing it as much, so that's why it was so hard to get.
I actually had the privilege of trying the 4 different assortments of Chartreuse at my previous job at downtown, because, you know, people actually like to drink this as an aperitif, you know, neat on the rocks.
All right, let's get into it.
Oh, yeah, so I can blab about it. So anyways, yeah, so cocktails. So we have last word, and the really cool thing about this, it's really easy to build because it's all equal parts. So it's gonna be 3/4 of an ounce of your Chartreuse, gin, and Luxardo cherry.
That makes it easy.
Very, very easy. So I'm just gonna do 1.5 ounces for everything.
Do you need ice?
I do need ice, yes.
I just so happen to know where we can find some ice.
So 3/4 of, 1.5 ounces, okay. So I'm gonna start off with the Luxardo cherry. And you're also gonna throw a little bit of lime juice. So I freshly squeezed some lime juice as well. Oh, it's going out really slow. Let's see. Might have to check that little.
I hate that one. I don't know why you always use that one.
I know.
Use the squirt bottle. While you make this next one, I'm dumping that into a squirt bottle.
Yeah, here you go. Squirt bottle. You know, we're not gonna drink these neat anymore, so I'm just gonna use these.
Yeah.
Yeah, so funny story about Luxardo Cherry Liqueur. We love it in a Hemingway daiquiri, and not like a daiquiri you get from the island that's blended up. A daiquiri that's made with just rum, lime, simple, and then you split it with maraschino liqueur and some grapefruit juice. It's freaking amazing! But it's also a tranquilizer, because something about Luxardo Cherry Liqueur, you can have 2 cocktails with it, and then you're feeling pretty good. You'll sleep.
Squirt bottles are always missing, and they're always in different spots.
They're in the crock pot, that's why.
Because the rearranging gremlin always comes out and moves stuff around.
Who is that?
I don't know. We have a rearranging gremlin in the house.
Gosh, a gremlin. Shame. I don't know. I blame it on barley, but that's me. So we actually, we follow this guy on Instagram, and he's hilarious. So he
What's
says,
his name?
I don't know. But he
something
says,
whale?
Don't be a poop and freeze your coop. So we're
Yeah.
freezing our coops right now. Not gonna overfreeze, or overshake, sorry. And then double strain. Even though I strained my citrus, I'm gonna double strain because I want it to be nice and smooth.
You don't want any ice chunks in there.
Blue.
Oh,
You see that
yeah.
pretty color? Like the green color, it's really, really pretty. Oop, got some out of the glass. Getting sloppy over here, Jasmine.
You say got some on your pants?
No, got some on the glass, like on the bottom part. Shake it, shake it, shake it. And then, last, this is cool because then you can put the actual maraschino cherries in there, and they get nice and drunk when you let them soak. But then the color of the cocktail too. Ooh, it's so pretty. Look at bloop.
Oh, we didn't see the bloop because this was in the way.
Oh, dang it. Here we go. Bloop, bloop. There's the bloop. All right, so cocktail has been served. And now you have yourself a fancy last word. We're gonna have a lot of words today, but this will be the
Let's get
beginning.
started cooking.
Cheers, all.
Oh my gosh, so good.
Blah.
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna get started is the Parmesan Crisp that is gonna go in between the crab salad and the avocado relish.
So, let me cut the cheese.
We didn't open the cheese yet. Oh no, we didn't open the cheese. This is what we're doing now. We're opening cheese.
Well, that's okay. We just got a big brick, and you can get any kind of Parmesan. You don't have to get a brick. You can freshly get like shredded ones, but we like to do it like that because it's fun.
So basically this is just making little discs of Parmesan and let's see if how we can see this. Little discs of Parmesan, and they will just melt down and then bake into little flat Parmesan discs.
So what do you have the oven set at, love?
325.
325. So because if you do it too high, then it might run the risk of it kind of burning and not cooking evenly, right?
Tools.
Tools.
Right here.
Tools are out.
Microplane tool. For shredding the cheese. I'm actually gonna just break this.
Make sure you don't cut the cheese, sir.
I do cut the cheese. So I can hold this a little. Oh no!
Dang it, camera.
Come on now. We'll figure that one out later.
Okay, there we go. We're good.
Okay.
We're back at it.
So let's just do this one. I'm gonna just shave this into little mini Parmesan piles, basically.
Yeah.
And then I'll organize them better into better shaped discs once we do that.
That's refreshing. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just gonna enjoy my last word.
So this kind of looks like a little crazy right now, but once we do the discs, and you don't necessarily have to flatten them, they will flatten themselves and start like baking down and become discs once you put them in the oven.
Should we do more cheese? Or two?
What?
Two's enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I just want more Parmesan.
Eat some Parmesan.
I
Get
know.
in there.
Mmm. Oh yeah, that's solid.
Oh no, see we can't have big chunks because those won't bake right.
That's gonna be our snack.
Yeah.
Our little snacky food.
Well, I think I saw a chunk in there.
Oh, dang.
What chunk?
My snack.
Okay.
Don't mind me. I'm just eating cheese over here, guys.
Okay, so now we have your cheese down there and you kind of just form
Here.
them into circles. You also don't want any of these edges to raise up because you want a nice flat surface for your Parmesan disc.
See? It's like a little cheese pillow. And then you bake it and you make it a flat hard cheese pillow.
No, then it's like a cheese
Disc.
frisbee.
Frisbee. There you go. Yep.
Okay,
That looks great. Cool.
so now we will put these in the oven for about 6 minutes.
Here, start a 6-minute timer.
She hates you.
She does hate me. Why? She never listens to me. Ugh.
Okay,
All right. Next, now we're gonna do the prep for the crab salad, right?
yes, so
let me
the
grab
crab that we have, it's claw, right? Claw meat.
claw meat.
It's technically fully cooked. You can do this getting a raw crab and then poach it in the butter. So we're kind of just gonna put it in some butter, heat it up a little bit just to get that flavor.
So at the same point too, you can do a lump crab. Claw meat is going to be a little bit smaller, right? And then you also have the, let me go instead. Oh, how do I flip it to this?
Hit 2.
2.
No, yeah.
2. Okay.
Nope, wrong.
3.
On the keyboard. Keyboard 2.
2.
Keyboard 2.
All right, guys. It's my first day. So what's nice
We
is
have too many buttons.
way too many buttons. But the nice thing about this, so the claw meat is going to be like, think of the fingers of the crab, right? So you're going to have some smaller pieces. If you get lump, it's going to be more of like this forearm up here. Obviously, the quality is still great, but you're going to see price point is like about half. So whatever you're fancying, if you want to bouge it out, do some lump. You could do the jumbo lump, so you'll get big chunks. But because we're making it into a salad and toss it in butter, it really doesn't matter. We just want the flavor of crab, the texture of the crab. So it'll be great overall. Now, I'm going to chop up some red onions, right? Because we have, red onion and garlic, right, in the mix? And
Yes.
some chives? Okay. So, we're making a double batch. Because Kayla and I love this dish. And
I wish we only have enough for a single batch. Well, we're making 2 plates of it.
2 plates of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Last time we did it was just 1 plate, right?
No, we did 2. We
Oh.
each got one.
We each got one. Okay. So you're going to look for an avocado that's actually a little bit more firm because you want to be able to toss it into the salad without it getting mushy. When you do that, if you get too soft of an avocado, it tends to just kind of be like guacamole, and you really don't want that. So I know it's a pain in the butt to cut an avocado that's a little bit firmer, but you're really going to taste the difference, and you're going to have more of a bite in that salad, and it's going to hold up to all the dressings and the hot temperatures of the crab.
First time I was making it, I was swearing because I couldn't get the skin off. It was too hard. So hopefully we found a happy medium here with this one.
So my little trick is when you do that, cut it in half, obviously, pull it like this, and then...
This one seems already way better.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, way better than the one that I was using.
So nice little call out too. You want to stick with avocados that are actually from Mexico. And Peru's, I don't want to bash Peruvian avocados, but they just taste different. They're not as creamy, they're not as like soft and buttery. So again, if you find avocados and they're from Mexico, go that route, right?
Remember that commercial?
The avocado, like, oh, wasn't it like the Super Bowl last year?
I don't know if it was last year, but it was
one of those years.
One of the years.
Yeah.
Avocados from Mexico.
Yeah, they really like avocado lime, or not avocado limes. Look at me.
Avocado limes.
You also have limes from Mexico. They're bigger, they're juicier, unless they get stuck with a storm, and then they taste like crap, and they're super dry. Like right now, they're perfect. Like we got a batch, and
now I have it stuck in my head.
Oh no! Sorry. That commercial. Hey, at least it's a fun, festive commercial, right? Not like a terrible commercial.
So I want to show you guys kind of the process here of how these Parmesan Crisps are looking. I'm gonna see. Can we see in there? No, it's too dirty. See how they're kind of flattening and baking down, and as they cook, they are going to become. Oh no!
Oh, dang!
My OBS went away. Okay, we're back.
Oh yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit harder to cut. Oops.
Why?
Because I'm.
Oh no! You picked the wrong one.
Yeah, might save that for tomorrow. I'm doing guac tomorrow. Let's see what this one.
Oh yeah, we only need 2.
Let's see how this one goes.
How many did you do?
1 so far.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, wait. We'll do that one tomorrow. It's fine.
Do you want to grab a sandwich bag so that we can put it in there so it doesn't... Oh, yeah, perfect. Much better. Much better. And if you're not sure how to figure out if the avocado's from Mexico, just look at the sticker.
Does it say?
Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
Yeah, this is a good one. You can keep it out on the counter. It won't get funky. Nope. Okay. Almost done. So... At that point too, so we're gonna do some red onions, and we're gonna try dice them up nice and fine. And then, ooh, Levy, do you want to open up the crab meat and show them while I peel this? Might be a good time.
Then I can do the butter crab.
Butter and crab.
While you do that, get that camera going. I'm gonna open the crab.
So with this, what I'm going to do is I'm also just going to do a little dice, right?
Yep, you want them kind of cubed.
Kind of hard to do when it's round, oval, but cut it in 3, and then that looks good. Cool. Now, does anybody on the show not like avocado? Because I hear that's a thing. And
here's our crab meat.
Makes me sad.
Look at that. Claws. You can see them.
Let me see. See, yeah, that looks good.
Okay. So our pan is warm. I'm going to grab our butter, and I don't know where Jazz put it.
Butter?
Yeah.
Oh, it's by over there.
Over where?
Right there by the spices.
See, butter's never been in that location.
So I did that because we had an erased...
It's never been there.
I moved it. Jeez Louise.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
I'm going to rearrange everything.
You will. I know this.
Yep.
All right, we don't want brown butter. This is too hot.
Oh no. Burn
Too
butter.
hot.
Was it on? When did we turn it on?
Yeah, it was on, but it was too hot.
Oh, got
Okay,
it.
so I gotta turn this down and chill for a second, you guys.
And dump
Because
it.
that was like instantly brown butter.
Woo!
That was a
That actually smells
Fail.
really good.
No, it smells really good, but it's not what we want. Not what we're going for.
Wow.
Let's try that again.
Oh, should we let the pork rest outside so this cooks to temp? So another thing too, just calling it out there all, pork can be cooked to the temp of medium. Don't be afraid. You're not gonna get the swine. You're not gonna die.
Get the swine.
It's like eating like a over easy egg. You're still eating something raw, or eating like a rare steak.
You're not gonna get the swine.
You're not gonna get the swine.
Whatever that means.
Like
You're not gonna get it.
the pig flu, you know?
Swine flu?
The swine flu.
There we go.
All right, last word time.
Now our butter is just melting and not browning.
Yep, that's good. Oh, what's our drink word for today?
Brian said 20.
20?
Because it's episode 20.
I like that. Okay. I'm going to mince up this garlic all. This is a big garlic. Should I do all of this?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I don't want to have like, hot breath. Whatever you fancy. A cool little trick though, what I've learned is that when you wet your fingers, because you know how garlic can sometimes get sticky, wet your fingers with some cold water, and it's actually easier for it not to stick. And I'm just going to do a rough chop and then go back and forth.
All right, so now we got our butter melted in the pan here. I'm going to put in our crab meat. And since this is technically cooked, well, not technically, I mean, it is cooked.
It is cooked.
So I'm just going to kind of, normally you could poach your crab meat in butter. But since this is cooked already, we're just going to kind of saute it a little bit up in the butter.
You're going to give it some love. Because who doesn't love
Where's
butter?
the basil?
Basil, right there.
And I forgot to chop the basil.
Oh, who's not doing their mise en place?
So we're going to just chop up some basil real quick.
Chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop, chop. Okay.
Can I chop some basil right here?
Sure.
Real quick. Move that.
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay. We want some basils in there.
Some basils. Ooh.
Okay. There we go.
All right.
And that was an unsalted butter. So we're going to do a little salt. It's salt, right? Yes. A
Okay.
little salt.
That smells really good.
A little pepper.
Okay. So one cool thing too, guys, that I've started to kick off on. Well, we lost our place on the...
May I have a bowl, please?
Oh, yeah. Big bowl or this bowl?
If you want to get garlic smell off your fingers, rub them on something made of stainless steel. Oh, yeah, I saw it. Or lemons, too, right?
That's cool. I like that.
Okay, so I am putting this crab
Thanks, Chef.
into a bowl.
That's a good point.
And this is going to just chill out and hopefully become room temperature.
It's Mama Nelly in the house. What's up? Hey. We're going to have to make you this crab salad the next time we see you. Okay. So I'm doing a nice little choppity chop. So this recipe calls actually for 3 green onions. So I just essentially did 2. So let me just grab another leaf. Cut the end. Oop. What I'm going to do is... Boop, 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 boop.
It's time for the best part of the last word.
What is the last word?
The cherry.
Dang, dude, you already got all of it?
Mmm.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got all this green onion. Oh, you know what? Why am I doing this? I have my scoopy. Scoop. Bloop. Okay. Now, look at that salad. That's looking good.
Mm-hmm.
We got some onion game in there. But what's nice is that we're going to have a lot of flavors. So next thing is red onion, right? So you said you do half?
I would probably, of that, I'd probably maybe do just like a
slice?
A slice or 2.
All right, so I'm going to cut it like this.
I know Jazz isn't that crazy about red onion.
No, I just don't like raw onion. I like it cooked more so. So my little trick is when I cut onions, I always keep this part on because it doesn't slide around and you can put it back in your fridge and you don't lose slices to other, you know, in the sandwich baggie. And then what I do too, I cut it in half. So then essentially when I'm dicing, I get more of a uniform cut. So let me show you. Cut it in half, make a moon. And then I hold it, and you're not getting all that sliding around. And you're getting more of a finer chop, right? Watch your little fingers. But you see how it's more of a smaller dice. Because this is a raw salad, I'm probably going to go through it again with the knife. And make it a less bitier onion dish. I don't know, like, some onions tend to vary. Like, fresh cut onions have more of a bite versus an onion that's been open in your fridge. So, and red onions are just so freaking strong, but they're really good, especially when you're eating them on your tacos.
And for the amount that we're making here,
we got a big batch.
Yeah.
And it's okay. I mean, Kale can handle my onion breath. So
give you a look at the Parmesan Crisp. Ooh, they're starting.
Are they
probably like
up?
a couple more minutes? I think they'll be perfect.
Oh yeah, this dice is looking good. Just run it one more time. Scoop it up. Make a little line.
Siri, set a 2-minute timer.
Bring it back. Okay. So onion game is good. And do you think that's enough?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put this in a bowl. We can have egg tacos tomorrow with that. That'll be good. Okay, cool. So that avocado salad is essentially done with the exception of our dressing. So what I'm gonna do is, we can chill this afterwards, right, love?
Yeah.
So we're gonna put a little bit of salt, a little salt, whoop, whoop, a little pinch, and then some pepper, right?
Mm-hmm.
¿Dónde estás pepper?
Did you put cilantro in there?
Oh, shoot. No, I did not. Little fresh pepper. I will do some cilantro. Pardon me. That's this one. So let me grab some more. I know Kale likes his cilantro. What I do is when Kale and I get home, I don't put it in the bag or leave it in the bag because then it runs the risk of getting mushy. What I do is I actually put it in a cup with some water, and that actually extends the shelf life, right? And what's nice is that
Same thing with the green onions. These will actually grow.
you don't
They will
want,
just continue to grow.
yeah, and you don't want to keep the green onions in the fridge because then they'll get all limpy and sad, and you don't want that. You want happy green onions, so then you can use them throughout the entire next 2 weeks, and yeah, they grow, they sprout. It's really, really freaking cool, actually. Okay, so cilantro's in, pardon me. Now, the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit of lemon juice and Dijon mustard. And you're probably thinking, what the heck, Dijon mustard and lemon juice? Wow. But that's gonna be okay. So I'm gonna do half a lemon juice, right?
Yeah.
Oh, can I get the squeezy?
Oh, it's in this drawer now?
Yeah, we didn't have space in this drawer.
You guys.
He's killing me. Oh, this guy's got too much sass today.
Okay, so while Jazz is squeezing that, I'm going to get the Parmesan Crisp out of the oven. And I'll show you. Look at these here real quick. I'm thinking, yes, those are good. See how they kind of turned a little brownish, a little yellow? So we're gonna let these cool. And then once they cool, I'm gonna peel them up off of this and get them onto something to chill while we do the rest of the stuff.
Probably gonna do a tablespoon of the mustard, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, you know what? I think I might just do these right now.
Okay. So I'm mixing this up. Oop, losing avocados. Don't do that. But you want to do a soft top, like a spin, because you don't want to, again, you're not making guacamole. No guacamole. So be gentle.
Yeah, you want to preserve the shape. Ooh, here we go, guys. Look.
Oh, yeah.
Parmesan
look at
dish.
that.
So throw that down on there. Same thing here. Super careful not to break them.
That avocado is delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna put both of these in the fridge, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There we go. Parmesan Crisp done. Now I'm gonna jack our oven up to 425, and we're gonna get some carrots roasting.
Let's go. All right, so you can get whatever kind of carrots, but Kale likes these little cute baby carrots, and you really don't have to do much. Just rinse them, wash off the. Are you gonna keep the hair on it?
Yeah, but just cut them down like to an inch.
An inch, got it. So the hair is kind of cool. It just sticks, right?
Happy green onions.
Happy green.
That's a
onion.
nice crisp. Yes, it is.
Cutting the sticks. I have this ministry now, guys, where I just throw everything in the oven. And I can't, or not the oven, the sink. Bless it to garbage disposals. Is that okay?
Yeah.
See, they're cute. So I already rinsed them. You don't have to run the skin, like rub the skin off, because they're pretty young and it's not as thick and like how like some of those giant jumbo carrots are, and you're like, who made these, for dinosaurs or for us? At least that's how I feel. Okay. Oh, let me grab you the spray.
I do kind of peel these little, like this, just kind of break the little like small, I don't even know what you would call this, but
something. Here you go. Spray.
just a little bitness at the end.
Little business.
Just do a little trim.
Trim.
Yeah, I don't need that either. That's just gonna burn. Okay. So you can roll these in olive oil, salt, pepper. We have avocado oil spray for when we do stuff like this, just because it makes it so nice.
It's literally game changing. I love it. I love it.
Just roll them.
Okay. So I think it might be time to make another cocktail.
I think it is. Once we get these in the oven, because these take like 20, 25 minutes.
That is delicious. Yeah, I'll do the cocktail. You do the carrots.
Yep.
On it. All right. Does everybody remember who makes green chartreuse?
Monks. Oh wait.
No,
that's
you're
forever.
not supposed to get the.
I was kidding.
Come on, Kale. Looks like I gotta eat mine. Yep, that's a solid cocktail. Okay. Does everybody remember the recipe though?
I do.
What is it?
I'm not telling.
That's true. We gotta wait. This is a test, guys. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a trivia for our next show of some sort. Ooh, I kind of like that idea.
Okay, so these carrots are gonna go in the oven.
The oven.
In. Go.
Woo! Woo! All right, almost done. I wonder too, what is everyone's favorite cocktail? I feel like Keel and I always talk about the alcoholic beverages that we love to drink, but we never ask you guys. We always ask what kind of food you want to see.
Yeah, what is it? Let's hear it.
That was actually game-changing, having the squeeze bottle.
Right?
And not having to deal with
And unfortunately, we don't have a backup set of coops to be frozen, so we're being poops.
We're being poops.
We didn't freeze our coop. I have a little heart thing here on my YouTube control.
Aww.
Can I do hearts? Oh! It wants me to sign in. I'm already signed in.
Boom. Jeff, anything with whiskey. That is true. That is very true. Or I make that cocktail that we made for Mise with the blueberry syrup, right? And Prosecco. It was like a limoncello French 75. I think I called it the Italian 75. That was a cool cocktail. That went down really good.
I don't know what happened here.
Someone's doing a poop. Okay.
I screwed it up.
No, it's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay. And then last but not least,
Or most anything Jazz wants to make for me. Yeah.
Cocktail making is fun. You know, it's so crazy. Like, there's actually bars out there that only specialize in cocktails. And you're not just getting a standard beverage, you're actually getting something that's crafty and, like,
Siri, set a 20-minute timer.
different and not like, oh, I'll have a margarita, which we all love margaritas. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
20.
Or on this one.
Oh, that one. 20.
20.
Sweet baby
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
Goes down like.
Could we just do a cooking show where we just make drinks and just sit here and talk?
That would be fun. And we eat snacks.
Yeah.
We'll just make a bunch of cocktails. And I'll do like a little story behind every spirit and Kale talks about bourbon because he knows a lot more than I do. That's a great idea.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is got the carrots going. I gotta get a cast iron pan starting to heat.
You gotta get it
And
hot.
That does take a little bit because you don't want to just flash heat it. You want to put it on like medium high, and let it come up. It takes a little bit. So
What if I while you do that, I'm going to get the spices going? Or no, we'll wait.
the spices are good.
We're good, right?
Yeah.
I love this. Oh, I'm gonna do the pomegranate thing. There we go.
Oh, get the seeds out.
Yep. So
Okay, so here's our cast iron pan. And I'm going to turn this on, medium high. And this is going to start boom shakalaka-ing.
has anybody cut open a pomegranate? Or no? I'm curious.
So we got to cut it this way, right?
This way. It stains, so beware.
Ooh.
But look at that beautiful color.
Ooh.
And then what I'm gonna do is
Those are going to go everywhere. Oh!
I'm gonna start breaking it up in the water because then they're gonna float. And you'll get the seeds. Actually, I'm only gonna do you need the whole pomegranate?
Yeah, I don't think there's that many seeds, right?
Oh, we'll start like this. And then let me get a paper towel.
It's like there's blood.
Pomegranate blood. Blah. There we go. Oops, see? You see how fast it stained? Incredible.
She stained our booze board.
I did. It's okay.
I feel like we saw a really good way to do this online and I forgot now.
You put it in the water.
Is that? But I thought they had like a fun, like, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know. So,
I know they sell special chickadees for that too, so.
well, I don't want to squish them. You can go to Costco and find like a pack of pomegranate seeds, but then we wouldn't get to do this. I wouldn't get to stain everything.
This is open, by the way.
Open. Got it. I really like pomegranate seeds that are covered in chocolate. I forgot what that
I've never had those.
Oh my god, they're so good. So yeah, you kind of see how like the little floaty skin parts are at the top and the seeds are at the bottom. So you're just going there and you're just giving them a little bath. Don't worry, it doesn't change the flavor of it at all. It just helps you remove it from the actual fleshy part.
Oh my gosh, last word. So good. I think it's the Chartreuse. No, the Maraschino Liqueur. That's just like
It's
amazing.
just game changing, I know. You know, I also saw, what was it? What was the other cocktail? Oh, I'm drawing a blank right now. I'll have to talk about it later. I don't want to hold up the party. But I think there's so many cool, like, spirits out there in the world right now that are so underrated. And it's just a matter of going out there and, like, playing with it. It's like, what was that one? That chili ancho liqueur that we had with the bourbon cocktail. And you're thinking, like, a chili liqueur.
Oh.
But I had it with bourbon, and I was like, this is freaking delicious.
All right, while Jazz does that, I'm going to start chopping up a shallot.
A shallot?
Yeah.
Which is like a baby onion.
So this shallot is for the pomegranate demi glaze, which Jazz is getting the pomegranates out for. So how this is going to go down is we are going to cook the pork chop And once it's ready to rest, all that good pork chop business is going to be on the cast iron pan.
The business.
Yeah, pork chop business. And then we are going to start cooking all the onions and all the stuff and deglaze the pork chop business, and it's going to be great.
Is that enough seeds? More.
That's probably good.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So while you're doing that,
This is the part where you don't cut yourself.
don't do that. Okay, so I'm gonna strain this out, guys. Just use a strainer. No big deal. No big deal. And put it into another vessel. Like this. Strain.
We got one side of shallot.
Look at our little baby seeds. See?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shoot, thing. And I'm just gonna go through and just make sure there's no extra skin parts on them. And then...
This is probably going to be enough. Because we were going to initially do 2 pork chops. And then we went to Ray's Butcher Shop and we got a mega pork chop.
and it was so big. We're like, this is like 2.5 pounds.
And the second one that we got was even bigger.
We're like, we're not gonna do that.
So
we'll be falling asleep after the show.
Although
I almost drank your last word. Dang.
Oh no!
Okay.
I definitely fell asleep during the movie last night.
Oh my god, we watched Migration. Talk about the cutest darn movie. Like, oop. where have like, why are Disney movies like so cute now? Migration, I cried. I literally cried.
I saw you. I woke up. You guys, this doesn't happen. I woke up at the end of the movie.
He's judging
and
me.
Jazz is sitting here like welly eyes, wiping. I'm like, oh no, what happened? So I have to watch it again because I fell asleep on the couch accidentally.
There was just a very beautiful, like, sibling bonding part, and I was just like, it made me think of my brother, and I was like, this is gonna make me cry. So, I got a little sad. It was like, big brother, little sister thing. And so, the birds were really cute. The whole idea of migration was great. And the one bird from Jamaica. Super nice. And they're just so fun. It was cute.
You chopped the garlic, right?
I'm chopping it right now.
Yeah. Chopping the garlic.
So chop, 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 chop. Oh, I should have saved some of the other garlic that I ended up just throwing down the sink. Sorry. Nice mince, right? Or do you want it nice and chunky?
Mince. Yeah.
Mince. Okay.
Because this is gonna go into the demi glaze. Woo, that's getting hot. I can see it.
All right. Let me put a cork out for you. 2 corks?
Okay.
3 corks. This thing is gonna be sizzling.
It's almost time to start doing the pork.
Oh no.
Pork chop. Did you fill this up? Yeah.
Yeah. Fresh oil.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little oil in the pan. And I'm gonna roll that around.
Roll, roll, roll.
Woo! Steamy.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, it's smoking. Don't put it on quite. Is it gonna be?
What?
Is it gonna like? You have the vents on, don't you?
No, because it's gonna be loud.
Well, our house is gonna smoke up.
Let's take it off for a second.
Okay. I'm gonna go open up a window.
This is very, very hot, you guys. It's fine.
Everything's
Oh, they
fine.
can't see. I'm the wrong thing. You want to be on this one. You guys didn't even see that. It's fine. It
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
happen.
Even though our stove is like pulsing right now.
This is fine.
Everything's fine. No big deal. All right, I'm putting the garlic on top of the onions, okay?
Okay.
Oh, wait. Maybe there's not enough space on there. We're not going to do that.
Okay, here we go. Pork chop. I'm going to do a little more salt. Actually, what I'm going to do real quick first is I'm going to take a paper towel. Well, this... Oh, no.
Uh-oh. What
I
is
can't
it?
paper towel. I'm going to pat it dry.
I can't paper towel.
And get it nice and dry. But then I'm going to put some pepper on it. Before we throw it on.
Okay.
And a little more salt, because salt. I feel like that guy.
The salt guy?
Yeah. Although Jazz won't let me do that because I know I'll make a mess.
And I won't be happy.
So I'm going to kind of
yeah.
pat it in. There we go.
Yeah, looks good.
We're gonna do that 2 minutes each side, and then I'm gonna turn it down, and then we're gonna keep flipping it and cooking it.
Flipping it, cooking it. Flipping it, cooking it. All right, so while Kale's doing that, I'm gonna make a slurry. And I'm just gonna use some chicken stock. Chicken. And then some,
And what's the slurry for?
So the slurry is for thickening up our sauce, aka pomegranate demi-glaze. So if you don't know what a slurry is, it's basically a thickener. So you don't really need a lot to get this going. You ever put flour in a gravy and it just like seizes up and all you get is lumps and you're like, now I have sad gravy? So this is what you do to prevent that. Cornstarch is one of the best bonders.
Did you say sad gravy?
Sad gravy. You don't need a lot. Maybe like teaspoon or no, half a tablespoon. And then you just whisk it. But do it at an ambient temperature because then...
I feel like, yeah, sometimes you do like 1 for 1 though, right?
Basically. Or I'll put a little bit more. Okay. You don't want to do too much because then you're like, wow, this tastes like cornstarch. Cornstarch is great. I mean, it's great for coating like food when you want to...
I think that's probably been 2 minutes,
Make like a nice breading. Oh yeah, it looks good. Ah! Oh no. No, a little bit longer on that side.
Yeah.
That's a good looking chop though. Alright, I'm adding more. I lied. I want it to get nice and thick. Of course, when you start heating up the slurry...
I am going to open a window.
Okay. When you start to heat up a slurry, the cool thing, it instantly starts to seize up. Kind of like when you're cooking mushrooms with moisture. And then you're like, wow, this mushroom just soaked up all the water. The cornstarch is kind of that like activating ingredient, like a shroom. But it's a great ingredient. You should always have it. We thought we had a container, and I think when we cleaned out our pantry this past month, I think we threw it out. Or some sort of gremlin found it and took it with
Yeah,
them.
the cornstarch went somewhere.
All right, I think that's good, right? More?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably good. Maybe just a little more. How much corn stock did you put in there?
I covered the whole bottom. Okay, I think that's good.
Perf.
Perf.
Because we probably honestly won't use all that.
Okay. But see,
depending on how much
stock
we make.
All right, so no lumps. It's a happy stock. And cornstarch again. Winning it. Again, if you want to bread some chicken, coat it with some cornstarch.
See if I can do this hard thing again. Oh, I did it.
Oh,
Okay.
Yay. Love. Okay. So, Lovey, while you do that, should I mince up some parsley, right? Parsley's for...
Parsley... I don't remember what the parsley was for.
I don't remember either. we just have parsley.
Now we have parsley and it's fine.
And it's totally fine. That tends to happen when Kale and I go grocery shopping. He just adds things to the list.
He does?
Yes. And then I come home and I'm like, why is this on the list? Oh, I was going to make something. What was that something? And
Don't
then
remember.
He doesn't remember. And then eventually it's like, okay, this is what we're making this week. This is what we're doing.
Do you think the last word in this cocktail is actually the cherry?
Maraschino.
Because the last word is the cherry that you eat.
That's clever. Oh my god, you already...
These are little mini ones. Okay.
Someone's chugging it. Should we start the demi? Because we got to cook down the wine.
We can't do the demi until the
Oh, yep. Okay, I lied. So
Because
now
we need the schnibbelies, like Laura says.
the shiblies.
Schnibbly bits.
Schnibbly bits. So now I wait.
From the pork. So pork's going. Let's see.
That's pretty much
Got the
it.
carrots going. Got the demi. Pork chops going. Avocado salad done. Parmesan crisp. Crabs cooked. And
What?
chilling.
I guess we just talk about what goes actually in the sauce. The fancy sauce.
Yes.
So
once this pork is done cooking, there's going to be all sorts of business in this pan. And you can kind of see it.
I guess
And
I can just hold it up.
Then there's still some oil. There's going to be some fats that have rendered from this pork.
Yep.
And then we're going to put the shallots in there.
Actually, I kind of want you to see, guys. You see that like oozing part right there? You see that nice like bottom? You could see it's changing its coloration right there. And the pork chop right now, if you lay it flat, it's starting to pulp up. That's when you know it's cooking. It's sizzling. That's a good looking chop right there.
Yeah.
You see? Can you zoom into that?
I don't know if we need to zoom into it, but
Kind of want to zoom.
I feel like this light's too bright.
Perhaps.
There we go.
Yeah, so you see at the bottom that nice sear. That bone's taking a lot of heat. And what's really cool, like when you cook it at a high temp, you're actually able to get that nice char crust to it. But then it doesn't cook the inside, right? It ends up slowing that. Like when you take it out to rest.
It is oozing.
It is oozing. That always happens too. And that also happens with fish as well, guys. I don't know if you ever, cooked fish at home and the temperature of the fish is too high.
Now I'm gonna flip.
That looks good. But when you cook a fish like a salmon, that's super fatty, or like a Mise, and you're like, wow, why is this like white stuff oozing out of it? It's because the temperature of your pan is too hot. And all the fat is trying to fight and figure out where to go.
Where's my towel?
Is it the one that fell on the floor?
Probably.
So the
I don't know if you guys can hear this, but if you cook it a little bit slower, kind of like a duck breast, but I don't know if you guys can hear me drag this knife. No, you're not going to be able to hear it, I don't think. But it's real crispy.
Hear the kiss. But yeah, so which one do I hit to open up this can? 2?
Hit 3.
3. Okay, so yeah, back to the whole salmon thing. So when you cook it and the temperature's too high and it starts oozing out, you really want to just lower that temperature so you don't have that like visually kind of like oozing fat approach to it. So it looks like it's like crying. Cook it at, maybe 20 degrees less, depending on how big your fish is, that is. But rule of thumb, fish you never really have to cook too long anyways, and it's something that's so delicate, you can cook fish in less than 10 minutes, depending on the cut of your fish, right? But one thing I do love is that when you do cook fish, especially when you do something skin on, you cook the whole thing. So if you want to do like a whole fillet of salmon in the oven, cook it, take it out, let it rest, right? Cover it up and just let it slowly, let the temperature come in and steam it. And then you end up getting a really, really nice juicy piece of fish versus something that's like dry on the ends or too dry at the bottom, too dry on the top. Kind of like when you're basting a piece of, or cooking a piece of meat.
I don't know if you guys see what I'm doing here, but there's a couple burned chunks of pepper on here.
Are you trying to keep it
clean? That
clean?
was kind of I was afraid of. So I'm just kind of doing a little scrapey poo.
Scrapey poo?
Yeah.
Scrapey poo.
No big deal.
It's okay. I'm going to be enjoying my last word over here. No big deal. All right. So while Kale's doing that, I'm actually going to talk about which button do I hit to get to this one? Love?
3 on the switcher.
3. Okay. So the cool thing about this sauce, it's really quite easy. I mean, I feel like the one thing that might be a challenge that not everybody has in their cupboard is going to be pomegranate juice, pardon me, and ginger powder, right? But for the most part, you can really make this and execute it out pretty easily. So you're going to want to get some red wine, cooking wine that is. You have some cayenne pepper, garlic powder, and then the ginger powder. And then pomegranate seeds, minced garlic, diced red onions, honey, palm juice, and your seeds. So I think the best thing about this is like when you are making Demis, and I don't know if you guys are big fans of Demis, but
It's kind of like a sweeter gravy.
Sweeter gravy, yeah.
It's like a Swedish gravy if you think about it.
Yeah, like Kale made a cherry Demi.
Sweet and savory. It's definitely savory though too.
Yeah, so for Christmas, what was it? The cherry Demi that we did with the duck?
Yep.
And you just take your time. And even if you're hosting for a party, this is something you could do like the day before, right? And you just let it sit on your stovetop, slowly render off, and then the next day when you want to actually serve it, hit it with some heat, cook it down for 30 more minutes, and then you got the perfect glaze, kind of like you see at the grocery stores, like those balsamic glazes. You get that really beautiful, like kind of thick consistency, like a syrup. Delicious.
Should we check the carrots?
Check the carrots. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, those look great.
They're roasting. Ooh, they smell good.
Yeah.
So if you probably, I don't know if you guys saw this, but I just checked the pork.
Ooh.
We are at 103. We got a little bit to go.
A little bit to go. Okay.
A lot of it to go.
A lot of it to go.
But let's see how we're looking on that side. There we go. So I'm gonna.
Good time.
Once we kind of get it at our temp, I'm gonna kind of start turning it down, and then I'm just gonna keep flipping it and basting it and put some butter in there.
So, again, how many of you all like to have pork chops cooked at medium? Or like pork tenderloin? I do. Oh my god. Me? Me too. Woo. It's like your steak. Again, you're not going to get the swine. You're going to be fine. You won't get the swine, you'll be fine.
You're not gonna get the swine.
You'll be fine. I guess too, you know, when you're cooking, you know, you cook to your temperature. You cook to like whatever you're flavoring, right? Like it's up to each his own, right? And honestly, like if you want a little bit more well done, totally fine. It's just gonna take a little bit longer. But again, remember to let it rest, because the moment you let it cook all the way to the desired temperature, that meat is still cooking. So think about your body when you're outside and it's hot and you stop, you're still burning up. If not, you're burning up more. So cook it to like maybe 10, 15 degrees less than what you actually want to serve it at, and then you'll be golden. I will say though, Kale has become a big master of cooking meat. Like the other day, okay, this is complete sidetrack of what we're actually cooking today. But what was it? We made a pulled pork. Oh, we got.
Oh yeah, but that was chill because we made the pulled pork. We normally do it in our smoker, but we wanted it. You know, we didn't have. It was a weekday, so we put it in the slow cooker. But we wanted to be able to have pork all week, but we didn't want the same kind of pork.
What kind of pork was it that we got?
It was the shoulder.
So pork shoulder bone in, and it was a small piece. It was maybe what, like oh, you're black. Like, okay, maybe like yay big, so like the size of my head. And there was a little bit of bone.
That's big.
Shut up. Turd. But it's like probably the size of my head. But the cool thing was that it had a little bit of bone, so you had some of that flavor in it. And there was still some of that fat cap on the shoulder, so like when it cooked down, you got a lot of good juices out of it. But yeah, Kale seasoned it, salt, pepper, some onions, some carrots, put it underneath with some stock, and then let it cook for 10 hours. By the time we got home, we shredded it up, and then we did what? We did the pork tostadas, and then we did tacos, and then what else did we do? We
did like an Asian pork first night.
So he did sticky rice, and then did like a soy ginger, like chili flake glaze on top of it. Oh my god, guys. But it was great because we still have pork in our fridge. It was literally this big thing, and it was only like $5. So you're like, for the two of us, it was great. I loved it. I'm a big advocate. And
okay, we got our butter going.
Butter's going?
Ooh,
okay,
it's hot.
Cool. Oh yeah.
Give me a spoon.
Yes. So should we lower the temp of the oven because the carrots are...
Yeah.
So maybe just turn it off because it's still hot in there? Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, wow. Yep. Okay, I'm going to flip it just to the pork. How do I do that? 3?
Hit 1.
1. No. Yeah. Nope.
Oh, sorry, 2.
There we go. Yeah, look at that pork, guys. I think I could just eat it like that.
Oh, I'm sure we definitely could. Do a little more butter in there.
Somewhat healthy.
Ow, 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 ow. You guys, careful. If you're using a towel, make sure that it's actually covering the part that's hot.
Do you want a mitten instead? You're good?
It's fine.
Okay, he's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. It's going to be fine. Okay. So, yeah, that's a good looking pork, Lovey. Look at that. Wow.
Ow.
How many of you guys are in it with this pork? Like, look at that. That's really pretty. So another trick you guys can do, right? Now, Kale's making some brown butter, right? He's browning it kind of like when you do a brown butter with sage. That looks really good. But you don't want to cook it too high because then it'll burn and you'll have a nice little burnt taste that's not going to be so great. But But what you could do is, pardon me, so with the bone, if you put this in the oven, you can wrap a little foil around it to prevent the bone actually getting charred up.
Give him a mitten.
Yes.
No!
I know.
I refuse.
It's okay. I put a plate right there so Kale can put the spoon right there. No big deal. What's that?
That's my spoon area.
I literally put instruments and tools for you.
Fine, I'll put the spoon on the dish.
Oh, yes!
I'll put the
success.
spoon on the dish.
Success.
Is it smoky in here, or is it just my glasses?
I know. I'm going to have to open up the patio door. This is bad. Farley's like, what's this ruckus? We can't handle this over here.
So I'm thinking this chop's going to start coming up in temperature real quick.
I
Yep.
guarantee.
I think the chop is going to come off and we're going to rest.
All right.
Chop's coming off.
Cool. Yeah, you guys, that's a good-looking freaking pork chop. Ah! Does anybody agree?
Chop's coming off, rest, and then I'm going to foil the top. That's plastic wrap. Foil.
There you go.
And this is going to rest the whole time we're doing this. So I'm just going to kind of around it. Okay.
All right, we could put the...
Now, we're going to get shallots and garlic in. Shallots, garlic.
There you go. Yep. That looks good. All right, maybe turn that down a little bit because that's going to burn.
It's very down.
It's very down. All right. All right, lower in the cast iron. Because you guys remember, when you're cooking in cast iron, it obtains the heat.
It keeps the heat crazy.
Keeps it crazy.
Where's the wine?
All right, here, I got you. All right, here, going.
So we're cooking our shallots and our garlic.
There we go. So you see, look at that nice little render. The butter actually, you obtained it. It doesn't look like too brown, too burnt.
It's nice and brown.
So keep it off that heat.
Mm-hmm.
I just dropped the heat significantly, by the way, because if not...
It was on medium-low.
Medium. Well, we all could say having an electric stove could be kind of...
145 internal. Yes. We just...
Oh, John Elliott!
What up? We just pulled it.
What's up?
So I'm gonna put some wine in here.
So what is that called? Deglazing the pan. So he's gonna reduce that for what, about 3 minutes?
Where's my scrapey poo?
Your scrapey poo.
I want all the pork business from the bottom.
So yes, deglazing it with the red wine. Not only are you cooking out the alcohol, but you're gonna let the sugars from the red wine reduce, making it a thickener. To the same point, you're gonna add some of the slurry into it that we just created earlier in the show, which is amazing. Sometimes you don't even need a slurry, but there's times when you're producing a lot of a base that you're gonna need that to help put the glue, because then it's sad when you put a sauce on a piece of meat and it goes bleh.
I can't tell if it's cloudy or if my glasses are just covered in
It's 100%
pork chop spit.
It is 100% like a fog.
Hold on, look through my glasses real quick.
Oh yeah,
It's worse?
Yeah, no, like those are some dirty ass glasses.
So this is reducing here. While we wait for that, maybe Jazz will make us another drink.
Who's got it for the last word? Okay, yes. All right, how do I do cocktail? Oh.
2 here.
2. Okay, so maybe this time we're gonna freeze a coupe. Maybe just put it in real quick.
Okay.
We'll get some fresh glasses, but you're tall and I can't
Okay.
reach.
We won't be a poop again. We're gonna freeze a coop.
We're not gonna be a poop.
I'm gonna get these from the area.
Okay. So as I make a cocktail, I'm gonna move these glasswares. The cool thing too, everybody, when you're actually making a cocktail and you have a chilled glass, it really does make a difference in regards to obtaining the coldness of your beverage, right? It's like having an extra large cube when you're drinking an old fashioned and it doesn't get watered down, which is really nice. So again, 1.5 ounces of lime juice.
Because we're doing 2.
Because we're doing 2. Don't do this for a single pour because this person...
I mean, if you wanted like a huge mega one, like a bam.
Like a punch bowl.
But you have one, and then you probably would wake up next week.
Or like what I would call a Jamaican cocktail, because when we were in Jamaica and I was asking for
Oh, she's talking about all-inclusive pours. They were pouring us like 4 fingers. At least they were pouring like 4 fingers of rum at the time. It was
holy
crazy.
smokes. So,
What's up, Dad?
Oh, hi, Dad. So they would make us pina coladas, and then that would have a generous pour of white rum. And the proof, needless to say, is relatively on the high side.
And then the rum float.
Then the rum float. I swear. This guy was like pouring me a glass of wine, a 5-ounce glass of wine, and it was just like bloop, bloop, bloop. So I only had one. And then I stuck to my mojitos or my rum and lime and soda. But there was definitely a day where I had a fair enough amount of rum, and I remember being like, it's nap time. It was good time. As all Jamaicans would say out there, it's always a good time.
They said that?
It's a good time. If not, we're shaking butts, right?
Oh, there was butt shaking.
There's a lot of butt shaking.
There was butt shaking. It wasn't me.
It definitely was not Kale. I wanted to. But actually you did though.
No.
One night.
No butt shaking.
That one night when I was like, no, not juking or twerking, whatever they call it.
No, we
nowadays.
went to the little dance clubby place.
I told Kale, one dance.
And it turned into like 10 dancing. It was fine. It was fun.
It was so much
They were
fun.
playing great music. The second night we went back, not as great.
They were playing like Super Bowl music, like Usher, our
The
millennial.
first night.
The first night. And then the next night I was like, who invited Megan Thee Stallion?
Nobody.
All right. So, remember, double strain. You don't want the ice particles and extra citrus.
Okay, so this, while Jazz is doing that, has reduced quite a lot. Now, pomegranate juice is where? Right here.
In front of your face.
Not. So pomegranate juice is going to go in.
I can be sassy sometimes.
And we're going to do the same thing. And we're going to reduce that a little more. Cocktails, mocktails, it's your birthday.
Oh,
Wait, what?
It's Rory's birthday soon.
Almost.
So, you guys, should we just feed him a pizza puff? Just kidding, Rory. I would never do that to you. I would be really sad at myself if I did something like that.
I don't know if you guys see what I'm doing here. There's just a couple Bernie chunks that I'm just getting out of there.
I actually have some fun ideas for his birthday. It's going to be fun. Okay, the last word is not the last word for today because we're continuing our journey. All right.
Yes.
Shimmy over here. All right. 20.
Cheers. 20. Send mine.
As you guys can see, this is one of
so good.
Kale and I's favorite cocktail because we've had 3 in the matter of the show.
How long have we been going?
Just an hour and 10 minutes. So what?
We have been. See, this is long.
We'll expedite it up quickly because we understand.
We're almost done. I promise.
But it's fun.
Oh, it's very fun. So this now has the shallot, the garlic,
The shallot.
the wine, the pomegranate juice is now in here.
When do you put the spices in? Now?
Soon.
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 Honey, you put in?
Yep. Not yet.
Honey, honey.
Yeah, and then we're gonna start plating. We can probably plate the other things.
No, let's wait till the sauce is done because then I don't want the parm to get...
Oh yeah.
Because you know when you plate something that has something crispy and
And then sometimes you'll
it gets soggy and then that's not very nice.
pierogies and charnina.
Charnin-
I'll do pierogies.
Pierogies, yes. Charnina,
I'm not so down.
blood soup.
Not so down.
I will make it for you. I will buy it for you. I don't know if I'm going to consume it though.
This smells good.
Wait, are you getting the smell-o-vision?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can just this is like a culinary like facial. It's exfoliating because it's red wine, so it's giving me all the antioxidants that I need for my flesh.
There you go.
See? It makes sense. It totally makes sense. Now, I think that while you're cooking that down, perhaps.
So a little bit of stock goes in this as well. And then that's gonna cook down.
What about the slurry?
That'll go at the end, just to thicken it up.
The end. Okay,
In.
cool. The end.
I am gonna put the spices in. And the spices again were cayenne pepper.
Cayenne. Put some spice.
Oh no. Okay. Ginger powder. And garlic powder.
Is that 2? 2. Nope.
2.
3.
2 on the keyboard.
That's my forehead.
Keyboard.
Oh, wrong face. I'm just pushing buttons, guys. I'm sorry. I'll get better at this one day. I mean, we've only had 20 shows, and I still don't remember which button to press. Here, Lovey, you want the whisk?
What? Not yet. Okay. I'm gonna put some honey in there. Let's sweeten it up a little bit. Like a tablespoon.
Aw, Laura.
What did Laura say?
Laura said that she told your dad, I'm down for pierogies and, how do you say it, Chernina?
Yeah.
My great aunt and uncle used to make it for them. Polish jelly down by Basilica?
The Basilica.
Basilica, pardon me.
It's a big church on the south side.
Have I passed it before? I'm curious.
Probably. It's right off the highway. You've seen it. Okay, so
Your
this...
dad's like, go Laura. That's so sweet.
So I'm turning this off because this is
Sizzling.
sizzling. We're going to let this chill for a couple seconds, and then we're going to start adding in the slurry to thicken it up.
Cool.
And then when we pull it off the heat, we're going to add the seeds.
Cool. All right, so seeds are in formation right here. Seeds, and then your slurry, and then I'm going to grab plates, because then we could do...
Should we do the pork chop first?
Yeah, so maybe at this point, yeah, so I'll let you do that. Pork chop, are we going to do this plate?
Yeah.
Or this plate?
Let's do this one.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
We're going to have extra carrots and stuff because we like them. Okay, so this is starting to not bubble as much. We have our slurry. We're going to get it there. We're going to start stirring this. And we're going to start adding this slowly.
Oh yeah, that's looking good.
This is going to start to thicken up.
That's looking real nice. Oh yeah, see, it's thickening up. I wish we could record this on slow-mo. Kind of looks like heavy cream. So you notice how Kale's stirring it, and it's starting to look like a gravy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's moving slower. The
Viscosity?
viscosity is it's starting to come in.
So yeah, if you want to see here,
It's nice and thick.
it's getting there.
So once he starts cooking this down, right, and it's on that high temp, I'm gonna taste it actually.
Yeah, taste it because we want to see if there needs any salt or anything. Mmm.
Maybe a pinch, right?
Okay.
It's very acidic. We'll do another one. Okay. Again, I like salty things, so.
Okay, now I'm going to throw the seeds in.
Oh yeah. And I think we could take it off the heat, right?
Yep, now we're good.
Beautiful. Bam, chicka-lamb.
Bam, chicka-lamb.
Bam, chicka-lamb. So the cool thing about that is that actually, as it's doing its business, right, it's still cooking essentially because it's on some heat. We can take those carrots out and that pork out to rest.
The pork's been resting. Pork's
been
good.
resting. Okay.
Carrots are good to go.
So let's put oh wow, those carrots look so pretty.
So we have our carrots. Here they are.
Yeah.
Nice and roastified.
Roastified, not just roasted, they're roastified.
So I'm gonna actually move these to here. We're gonna get out our plate. We're gonna get this guy over here. All right, let's do that. You need that smell-o-vision. Cornstarch? Yes. We did the slurry with cornstarch and stock.
You could use water, but if you want something with a little bit more flavor, that's going to be your route.
Woo!
Okay. Ow. Uh-oh, be careful.
They're hot.
Don't do that.
All right, we'll do 3 carrots. Hot business.
Hot business. Okay.
We got our pork chop. And then we're gonna do.
Guys, that sauce looks amazing, by the way. Like this pork chop. Damn. I'm gonna eat good tonight. You know, there's things in life they say, what are you grateful for? Grateful for that I had a lovey that can cook his butt off. And then, let's get some of those microgreens.
We got microgreens to throw on there.
So,
Which we forgot to open.
okay, I kept them cold. Cool.
And then these are red cabbage greens. There we go.
Walla kazam. All right, and
Walla kazam.
now we're gonna do the crab salad.
I'll move that off to the side.
Or here, we could put the salad up here.
Oh yeah. Okay. And then we need another one.
Oh, I'm just gonna, you want to, oh yeah. Right
Okay. We need a spoons.
Here we go.
So one thing we did not show you guys that we made was a sun-dried tomato oil. But it's very easy. You take sun-dried tomatoes in oil, add more oil, and then you just puree them. But not all the way. You want it to still be kind of chunky, and you want to be able to take the spoon in there and drip it around. I'll show you that in a second.
Okay.
So this, we'll start off with some of the avocado relish in the middle. Then we do, oh, these discs. Then you do, want to make sure this is kind of flat. And then you do 1 disc. And then you do your crab salad in the middle. This is kind of a little bit harder because it needs to kind of balance on there. There we go. And you don't want them to fall.
That looks so good.
You need to make like a little table for them.
Like a bed.
This.
Oh, sorry, here.
I don't like these on top of each other like that.
Pardon me. We're doing that. I got you. I'll do this.
It's fine. And then another shelf of Parmesan. And then we do a little bit more avocado on the top.
So it's like a bed on top of a bed on top of a bed. Look at that height. It's so pretty.
And then this one also gets those greens.
I'm gonna just do this, guys, so you could see the layers that are going on with this. All right, how cool.
Where'd the greens go?
The greens?
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
They're gone.
Right here.
The green gremlin took them away.
Stop it.
So then you kind of also make a little bit more height with your greens on the top. And then our fun part. What kind of oil? Olive oil.
Olive oil. Yep.
And then this is where you just kind of dip your spoon in like that, and you just go around. I'll do two rounds of them.
Ow. Look at that.
I want some right here.
Philip in the house.
There you go.
Okay.
There's what it looks like.
There's one. Yep. That's
Okay.
beautiful. All right, he's doing round 2.
We'll do one more of these. And then we're going to let you guys go do your own thing for the rest of your Saturday. You got to figure out what you're going to do for the rest of your Saturday evening.
And what are you guys going to make for Super Bowl? Anybody ordering? Anyone cooking? We are very fortunate enough that our friends, Brian and Laura, are going to be making smoked wings for us, getting some dips. While we show up to eat, we're going to make some snacks, of course. It's us. We have, what did we make? We made pimento dip. We're going to do broccoli salad, deviled eggs. Oh, I'm going to make my homemade guacamole.
Oh, no.
If you guys have not
No,
had
crab.
my
It's falling.
guacamole, I should share my recipe to you guys because it's literally, I'm not going to brag, but I'm going to brag. My guac is like,
It's really good.
it's freaking good. It's like kales and my dad's salsa. It's just so,
Here we
you
go.
can't go anywhere else without it.
We do some more on the top. I need two hands for this because I kind of need to push it off there
Okay.
because I don't kind of want to drop it. Oh, see, like that. Oh.
Right. Okay, I'll clean it up.
We shouldn't have shown this one.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah, everything's fine, you guys.
Everything's fine. Everything is fine.
Everything's totally fine.
There you go. We're good. We're good. There's no problem.
Totally fine. And I didn't spill crab on this side either.
So that's the one I'm gonna eat right away.
One more time. You do a little more height with your greens, and we want like a little purple and green on the red cabbage, and then we do our oil again.
Look how pretty. See?
Yeah.
This is such a great dish, such a cool dish, such a fun dish. All right, cool. We're bringing it home. So let's see. Pork chop. Let me show that. Pork chop, pomegranate glaze.
Ooh, sambal on your deviled eggs? I am in,
Ooh,
honestly.
I should do that tomorrow. And look at that. Look at those crab salads. Again, you guys. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thanks to him. Say hi.
Oh, hey. All right, you guys. Again, I know it's been a while, and to be honest, doing YouTube is hard to do quite often, especially with our setup, but we're going to do more. We're going to be back.
Honestly, so a secret we have not shared with you all. Kale and I have been on a hunt for a house, and when we get a house, we're going to have 2 kitchens.
Yeah, we want to have a studio kitchen.
And that's the
We want to
reason.
have everything set up so we don't have to set it up every single time, because I'm not going to lie, that's very, very hard.
So the journey is to have 2 kitchens because we can do this on a regular basis, you know, once, twice a month, and then at the same point, cook for you all and have fun with it. So,
Cheers, you guys. We're going to go eat this stuff.
cheers.
And we'll see you next time. Have a great Super Bowl weekend. Go Taylor Swift.
No. 20.
See you guys later.